Hey guys, welcome back to the Marking Out Network. I am Wrestling Mark here, filling out for Neil Pretty Boy Thomas. I'm joined by these two fine gentlemen. I got here who? Who are you again?
I'm your boy Cordell, aka Smoke.
I don't see no smoke. What you wearing there, bro, Smoke?
I'm wearing some nice little overalls here and some suspenders.
Can you give us a little taste of what character is there?
Did I do that?
Oh man! All right, we gonna work on that. We got over here there.
We got Michael Myers.
Are you questioning it?
You don't seem too sure.
Yeah, you don't seem too sure about that, man.
I am the questioning Michael Myers.
I don't know about you guys, but I love Halloween, don't you?
I love Halloween.
Halloween's my favorite goddamn season, man. Shit.
I feel like I love the Halloween specials, the movies, television shows, the fall season. Everything about Halloween is just fun.
This is a special Halloween episode, man. But this is my bread and butter right here. I gotta say, Neil Pretty Boy Thomas, man, he flaked on us tonight. He said he gonna show up. He texted me like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, man, I can't make it. I was like, all right, what you mean you can't make it? This is a big episode. This is a very big episode. And he's telling me, oh, I can't make it. You know, you gotta fill in for me. I'm like, I don't know if I won't do it. Such a short notice. You know what I mean? I got priorities. I got 3 kids. I got 3 ex-wives I gotta take care of. But what the fuck, man? Let me do the math there. Yeah, but seriously, I'm filling in. I don't know if you gonna see this on camera. I love Squid Game. Squid Game is my all-time favorite show. I love Squid Game. But hey, Neil Pretty Boy Thomas, man. And why does he call himself Pretty Boy anyways? I don't fucking get that. Goddamn, man, he's near 40 years old. He can call himself Pretty Boy. I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
Okay.
Ain't nothing pretty about him. He a decent looking guy. You know, don't get me wrong, man. And you know, if I bet it on that side of the plate, he definitely won't be on my hit list. I mean, if anybody's a pretty one here is Steve Urkel.
Wait, you don't have to look my way.
I mean, just real is real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
I feel like bait right now. I don't know how I feel about this.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but Neil Pretty Boy Thomas is far fetched. Might as well call it Neil Batman or Superman or Spider-Man Thomas, man. That's what it really means. What you feel about that, there, Dean?
Yeah.
Hey, so we gonna talk about some Halloween shit. I know this is a wrestling podcast, but we're gonna talk about we're gonna tell some funny stories. We're gonna tell some goat stories. We're gonna tell some party stories. We're gonna do all kind of stories. Family Matters is one of my all-time favorite shows, man. That Laura, goddamn, man.
Oh, Laura. I love that Laura.
Oh man, we all did in the early 90s.
You know what I'm thinking about? I think I'm finally starting to grow up because my voice can't even get high pitched like
you can't do it. You can't do the voice no more.
No more. I used to. I used to get real high pitched. I can't do it.
I don't want to take the shine away from you, but I feel like I do it too. Did I do that? How was that? Was that no good? Man.
I'm gonna give it a 3 for an attempt.
Oh man, 3 out of 10, 3 out of 5. What 3 out of what?
Just a 3.
Just a 3.
Oh, Dean's giving you a 2.
And since we're gonna do this right.
Okay.
What the fuck was that? There's something over there.
Somebody's in the closet.
You heard that moaning? Somebody moaning? Is somebody here?
Zara just got home.
Who's here?
She just got home.
Oh man, we got some company down here. All right, I got a funny story. It's a party story. It's a Halloween story, but I'm gonna kick it off right now.
Kick it off.
All right, so I was at this party one night a couple years ago before I met my third. I mean, we have a long history. My third, right? We have a long history together. I was at this one party. You know what I went as, Smoke? I went as the genie from Aladdin. That was a great costume.
Okay.
And I come across, you know, I'm working the room.
How are you working the room?
I'm working the room. I'm working the room.
Okay.
I had my little cerveza in my hand, another drink in another, and something else in another place.
Okay.
All right. So I was working the room. What happened was I see these 3 girls standing there. They dress up like the witches from Hocus Pocus. You guys remember that movie?
Yep.
It was a great
classic.
Cult classic, man. 1993, man. 30 years ago, man. Shit. Hey, these girls ain't 30 years old. That's for goddamn sure. All right. So I walk up to one of them girls. I'm like, hey man, I'm a genie. This night I can grant magical powers. All right, so I go to the first one. I'm like, what do you want in this life? It's the orange. I'm bad with names. I don't know the fucking names. It was the orange bucktooth one. What was her name? Whatever, don't matter. Hey, redhead, what do you want in this life? She's like, man, I want to be on a desert island full of riches and jewels. Just take me away. I want to be secluded away from everybody. I'm like, your wish is granted. Boom, she disappears. She just vanishes. I'm like, can you believe that? I get to the next one, the brunette, the heavyset one. I can't remember her name.
Okay.
I go, what do you want in this life? She's like, man, I want to be a medieval princess back 500, 600, 700 years ago. I want to be rich, and I want kings to come and try to find me and save me. I want to be up in a castle. I want to be the center of attention. I want to be everybody's heart and desire. I'm like, your wish is granted. Boom, she disappears. She's gone.
Okay.
I get to the ditzy blonde. I go, man, darling, what do you want more in this life? What do you want in this world? She goes, I want my 2 friends to come back.
So one day, there's this beach. And then there's there's a whole Halloween party on the beach.
I like the beach.
Me and all my friends were walking down beach in the Virginia Beach down this big boardwalk. And one of my friends, she's a little on the slutty side. She kind of likes to, she likes to do all the things that, we all dream about and they don't like to admit about, So as we're walking down the boardwalk, at the bottom of the beach, she notices a guy in a costume who looks a little bit like Chris Brown. She's not sure, but she sees Rihanna and Chris Brown. Now, mind you, this is like in 2009. And from the boardwalk, while she's walking, she starts to yell, "Hey, you can't be sucking his dick like that on the beach." And literally, Rihanna goes, "What is he talking about?" All her people are going like, "What is he talking about? What is he talking about? What is he talking about?" And I'm embarrassed, by the way. It's just very random. And mind you, I didn't even know if this was Chris Brown, but it was someone who looked like Chris Brown and Rihanna. So the next day, we're walking down the same boardwalk, and we see this, and we're still on the same beach. She sees this couple again that looks like Chris Brown and Rihanna. And she says, "Hey, you can't be sucking his dick like that on the beach." This is like day number 2. The third day, we're not on the boardwalk. We're on the beach. And we're walking down the beach, and we run into the couple. The couple isn't even Chris Brown or Rihanna, but they're lookalike. But the girl comes up to my friend and says, "Hey, how come every time you are up there on the boardwalk with your friend, you scream at me saying that I'm sucking his dick?" And she said, "Well, ma'am, from up there on the top of the boardwalk, it looks like that you are giving him head in the middle of this beach." And she said, "Oh my God, really?" She said, "Yeah, how about you go on up there?" And so the lady goes up there on the beach, on the boardwalk, and she looks down and she says, "Hey, you right, girl. From up here, it does look like you sucking his dick." And she responds with, "I told you, I tried to tell you."
It's right here, man. I see the mask right here. Everybody see that on video? That's Michael Myers right there, man. He's decapitated.
Mike Myers on a stick.
All right. I know you changed your hoodie too, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, I was feeling kind of out there. I wanted to be more colorful.
That's some hippie shit I don't really agree with.
We just roll some joints in this.
Whatever floats your boat.
And who's this guy?
I don't know.
Hey, man, I'm still covering for Pretty Boy, man. He's been texting me, blowing up the phone. Actually, how's the show going? I told him it's going.
Yeah, we don't, because I've never met him before.
Yeah.
Have you met him?
I just kind of show up.
You just kind of show up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, back in the day, man, me and, was it Trust Fund? For the Marking Out Network Awards, we had a bit of a run-in, a little skedaddle, a little fisticuffs, if I remember correctly. I think I lost my fucking beard. Somehow, you guys like my beard? It grew back. It's nice. It's pretty looking.
It looked like it came back with a bigger
Eric,
budget.
you want to touch it?
Wow.
But we are back. We're ready to do this thing like a chicken wing. All right, Dean, shoot. Hey, this is Wrestling Mark here. Sorry we couldn't air the Dean Walker Halloween story. Apparently, YouTube was threatening to take down the video because it was so explicit, so violent that we couldn't air it. So I got a joke for you instead. Hey, so I met this one girl at this party one time. It was a Halloween party. I had a few. She had a few. And she was walking around with the number 70 on her chest. I go, 70? Why you got a number 70 on your chest? What does that mean? She's like, well, I could only count to 70 because 69 is a mouthful. There you go. Happy Halloween, everybody. Pretty Boy told me there's some kind of list we need to get to. I don't know.
Oh God, that was terrible.
So we gonna get to our list, our top 5. Count them. Uno, dos. I don't remember the rest. We gonna do 5.
Aren't you with a Spanish lady?
What you talking about, man?
You don't know how to count down.
My third ain't Hispanic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What you talking about, man? Maybe back in the day, I had a little enchilada here and there. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure, buddy. Let's do the countdown to our 5.
A little Chihuahua cheese.
Okay.
Put that little extra sour cream on that taco. All right, let's do this thing. We gonna do our top 5.
Okay.
Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horror slasher movies of all time. All right, Smoke. What you got for us?
So,
all right. So first up for me,
I feel like I'm sitting next to like Saint Nick. You know what I'm saying? Like
Saint Nick. This ain't Christmas season.
I mean, shit.
This is Halloween season, man. This is my natural beard.
I don't know who I'm sitting by.
I put a lot of time and effort into this fucking thing.
I don't know.
All right. So first off, I want to start off my list with one of the number 1 slasher films to ever exist, Scream. But however, you cannot have a horror film without naming Scream in your arsenal. To me, Scream is one of the best to ever do it. You got iconic characters. They actually kind of rejuvenated this slasher film franchise, and they just brought back life into that franchise, and with a captivating story and a long lineage of different outside stories that still tie into the original. You just can't go wrong with Scream. Scream is like one of my all-time favorites, and it's on my list of top 5.
Hey, this Wrestling Mark here. I gotta say, that Scream movie wasn't that scary. You know what's scary? My first ex-wife. Every time she would drive past the cemetery, she would text a picture of it, say, wish you were here. Happy Halloween, everybody.
My second one would have to be Child's Play. Child's Play, as we all...
Don't you mean foreplay? What's Child's Play? I know something about foreplay. I don't know about the Child's Play.
Child's Play is about a killer doll who is possessed by a serial killer named Charles Lee Ray. And he tries to get his body back by going after this little kid and his mom.
I never seen this movie. Where is this at?
You can watch it online, man.
Oh, man. It's called Child's Play?
It's called Child's Play.
Oh, man. Okay.
Number 3, this movie that has scared me since I was a child. And it is not a movie that a lot of people know about, but it is this movie called Milo. And Milo is terrifying as hell to me. Milo is a horror movie about a young kid he's the son of a doctor who died while drowning. Comes back, his father brings him back, kind of like some type of Frankenstein type vibe of a movie. Comes back, and as we all know, the history of all these horror movies comes back wrong, and I just mean wrong. He lures these young girls down to his father's, I want to say, practice, and he ends up he wants to play doctor with these young girls, and he ends up cutting one. He actually has them wait as patients in this big office, and then he brings them in one by one, except he only got to get one. He brings one girl in, and he ends up, and she goes back there, and the friends are waiting to see what's going on, and he literally cuts this friend open, and the friends see just blood coming underneath the crack of the door. And they don't tell how they escape, but all you see is that they years pass later, and they're grown adults, and Milo comes back to finish the job, and he literally kills all the friends one by one. And it turns out that he was possessed, and his dad brought him back, but he just came back demonic, and that movie terrified me from not only his look but his voice. It was this grating, like very like kind of like when your throat is dry, you're about to lose your voice. It's the most creepiest thing ever, and that movie has stuck with me for life. Number 4 on my list, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Number 5 for me would have to be I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Damn.
All right, that's a great.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's a great movie,
is
man.
one of my favorites. It actually stars one of my favorite actresses of all time, Sarah Michelle Gellar, who
Sarah Michelle Gellar, man. Man, she was something else back in the day. I don't know how she looks now though.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
I think I took my first to see that movie. Ended up getting a third on that one.
Okay.
I don't think we finished the fucking movie. All right, go ahead.
That's great to know.
I feel like this guy has a lot of charges against him.
I don't know.
It's just an inkling.
I think you should press some charges against him against this for how he has your mic all dusty. He got like his beard hairs on the mic.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Oh man, I'm shedding like a fucking husky.
Yeah, damn. Like, all
We
right.
gonna clean this off, man.
When was the last time you brushed that thing? man?
Yeah.
We supposed to brush the beard?
All right.
So my contestants for my personal top 5, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I feel you on that one.
Okay.
Final Destination,
Okay.
great series.
A magnificent series.
Psycho.
Psycho, a classic.
People would put that as number 1. A lot of them.
Oh yeah,
but
that's a cult classic right there.
things I grew up on: Halloween, Scream. Those are my favorite 2, and then Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, and Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street's the thing that creeped me out the most.
Yeah.
I would hate going to sleep just thinking about that shit.
Because it's like, I always felt
You
like
can't get away from that.
you can't get away from it. I always felt like Freddy was like this villain that was just unbeatable and someone that was hard to get away from, and like that's a scary ass thought that every time you dream you almost doze off. You never know if you actually are in present mode or if you've woken up in an alternate reality where he's about to gut your ass.
So, Neil Pretty Boy Thomas texted me his list, his Halloween list.
All right.
All right, we got his top 5. I don't know what order this is because he ain't say shit, so I'm just gonna read these fucking names off. I ain't see any of these movies.
Did he ask you to scream?
No, but I am. All right, so number 1, The Descent, 2005. Number 2, Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. Number 3, Scream 3, 2000.
Scream 3?
Yeah, apparently Pretty Boy loves Scream 3.
Scream 3? That's the worst one.
I've never seen any of these fucking movies, so I don't know.
Which one's Scream 3 again?
Yeah, Scream 3 is the one where they go to Hollywood to film the movie.
Ah,
Yeah, that's quite a choice.
I mean,
All right, moving on.
there's many to choose from.
Yeah, there's like 17 Scream movies to choose from. I don't know why Pretty Boy chose this one, but we're gonna move on. Train to Brisbane, some Korean flick, some zombie Korean flick from 2016. Apparently, he loves that one. I can't say as I've seen it. All right,
I've heard a lot of good stuff about
all
that.
right, and from 2002, Naomi Watts, The Ring. You guys, I compiled a list here. I got my 5 favorites of all time. All right, tell me if you can chime in if you want.
Like your own?
Yeah.
You? Personality.
Anybody ever see that movie Left for Head?
Left for Head?
Yeah. Another one, The Shaft.
Nope.
The Human Sexipede. You guys like that one?
Never heard of that one.
All right.
A
Wet Dream on Elm Street. That's one of my all-time favorites.
It sounds familiar.
The Human Sexipede. Do you mean the Human Centipede?
No. I'm talking about Human Sexipede.
Okay.
And probably one of the best one of them all, my all-time favorite, Repenetrator.
Now, was this direct to website release or?
I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can find them on DVD somewhere.
Okay.
I'm sure if you scrounge about in them $5 bins,
$5 bins. All right.
in certain locations, undisclosed areas, in a very dark room.
How come we
Sticky bin?
How come we can't Google any of these?
I'm sure you can, but that's my top 5 favorites. All right, fantastic.
So when does Pretty Boy come back?
Pretty Boy texted me. He was like, he was blowing me up all out of my phone, man, and he was saying he was gonna come back for the next episode, and he's off gallivanting with his Pollock ass. So I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. He can come back anytime.
Oh man, we gonna tell him we had a ball of laughs right now. We gonna hit the club right there to smoke. That's a no.
You can't
Happy
find me
Halloween, everybody. We're out. Bye.